Hello, Greebos, and welcome back to Downloadable Content, and it must be Monday because it's Mod Showcase Monday! This week, we are taking a look at some of the best swords that you can use in Blade and Sorcery. You're not going to want to miss them. Some are new, some are old, and some you've probably seen before, but that's okay! Let's jump right in! First up is the Kraken Cutlass by Llyrrum. It uses the sheath framework and it looks and feels fantastic. The only downside is the lighting doesn't really treat this one too well. So when you go into a dark space, I don't know, look how my hand has light on it, but this one refuses to. It's a little strange. But it uses the sheath framework, and you can pull this bad boy out. There's a little bit of clipping in the beginning. See how you can almost like pull it out that way? So it's a little bit of clipping, but not so much, and you could pull it out with ease. Listen to this. Oh, yeah. And that blade is fantastic. Let me show you against this mercenary. On guard, pathetic one. It's time for a duel. The sword itself handles really well with one hand because it's a saber. It's great for slashing and stabbing, but you're not really going to dismember so much of it, you know? And the sheath can block stuff too. Gives you a nice critical slash with it. Get Kraken Cutlass. Oof. This is a very fun weapon. I have a good time using it. Up next is the Alef Sun Blade by Archduke Spook. Just look at this bad boy. It is beautiful. It's a little heavy, so you're going to definitely be wielding this with two hands. But even with two hands, it feels a little, woof, intense. What I like about this one is when you imbue it with fire, this actually now has a little bit of staff properties, so it's a sword that I could also shoot fireballs from. So this man might think he's pretty cool, but I assure you that he is not. Prepare yourself for a fiery execution. Ugh! This is definitely a cool looking sword, and it's very powerful. Just look at this. Ah, the blade is beautiful. No foe will stand in your way when you're wielding this blade. Ugh! Even though he dodged it, did he really? The fire found its calling. And it will find even longer. Also, look at this when it hits the ground. It does like a really cool effect. Boom! You can even use this as like, almost like a spear, you know? I could just... Up next is the Caerula by VCR. This one also uses the sheath framework and it looks really cool. Just look at the metal on the scabbard. Ooh, that looks great. And of course, let's unsheath this bad boy. Oh, yeah. Look how it comes to a point, almost like, I forgot what type of weapon you would call this one. I like the blade. I want to see if an enemy's blade can fit in between there. I doubt it. Let's do this. Alright, let me borrow this for a second. I'm pretty sure it doesn't because of the hitbox, but it still looks cool. Imagine if an enemy's weapon can, like, slide right through there. I think this would have brought it up a tier. You know, you can kind of, like, really see its hitbox because of that one. But, oh, man, it would have been sick if it can go through there. But that's okay. Come here. It still makes it a really cool sword. Let's look at its imbue effects. Now tell me that doesn't look awesome with the, you know, juice painted all over it plus the lightning. You will not stand in my way. I have the ultimate blade. It just makes me feel, you know, extra special wielding this one. Yeah. I can't really say a hero would be wielding this one. I feel like an anti-hero or a villain would definitely be using this, especially with these gravity effects. You are no hero. Yeah, this is definitely a cool sword. And it comes with a badass sheath. Up next we have the Corvo folding swords by Mido-Mi. There are 3 to choose from, so pick your favorite. What I really like about these are the beautiful animations and sound effects. Take a look and listen. Freaking awesome. And they are fantastic weapons. Get ready, bud. Now, of course, the question is, can you turn it on really close to their face, and what does it do? Hey, 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 hey. Put your arm down. You wanted to volunteer for this. Drop that. All right, let's just look at it. Boop! Oh! Yeah, we hit brain on that one. What about on you? What if we did it really close to your chest, about here? Oh, it sprung up. Oh, God. Sometimes if you do it really too close, it doesn't seem to work. Well, except that time. Sorry. Sorry, I was supposed to not work, and it worked. I just freaking love these blades. You can really do some dishonorable stuff if you catch my drift. What of you, friend? Oh, man, didn't mean to hit him there. Whatever. Yeah, these are great weapons. You need to have them. Up next, we have Incursion by Milacetious, and this one is rising the ranks to quickly become one of my favorite weapons by looks alone. But there's so much more to it than just looks. It uses the sheath framework in such an amazing way. Look at how it's almost no clipping when you grab it. Oof, oof, oof. And then, of course, unsheath to reveal the most beautiful blade that you have seen in a while. Expertly crafted and detailed, this thing looks fantastic. He also updated it so we can put juice all over the blade. Yeah! Give me your juice! Look at that. Nice juice. And resheathing the blade, feels even cooler. Currently, it can only be worn at its side, so you can really just kind of grab it like so. I would have liked it if you could put it on its back, but you get one of these. Big sad. It would have been cool to put on your back so you can unsheath it as well, but I get it. And look at it when it's imbued. Holy crap, does that look fantastic. The fire on this is so good. Let's take a look at lightning now. Yeah. That looks just as good. And then, of course, we have to do the gravity. Beautiful weapon. An absolute beautiful weapon. Don't go anywhere. I need to use you. You wish to challenge me now that I have Milacetious Incursion Blade? I do not think you've thought this through. Yeah, he didn't think it through. And now he doesn't really think much of anything. Isn't that right, friend? You wish to fight me also? I'm going to turn this into a flame sword. Get ready. Oh, no. And then, of course, the execution. Oh, man, I love this sword. It fits in so well, just with the look and feel of Blade and Sorcery. This one is definitely one of my favorites. Our penultimate entry is the Transforming Dagger by Seikatsu. This one's simple enough. Starts off as a dagger, but when you press the use button, it transforms with an awesome sound effect. Pretty sweet, right? Let's try it out in dagger mode first. Dagger mode, go! Yeah, this is a good dagger. And then, of course, sword time. Yeah! Oh, yeah. That's cool. That is sick. But now comes some experiments. What happens if we increase the size of it while standing right here? It pushed him back for a little bit, but still found, like, you know, his home. And, of course, let's try right here. Yeah! That was good. Now I want to try what happens after it's plunged into its victim, and then you press the grow button. Oh, that looked good. That looked good. Boink! Let's see it from another fun angle. Boink! Yeah, right? This one is just so fun to use. Transform back into a dagger, stab, and push it through all the way. I am sorry, friend. Come back to me, though. Now, if you stab them all the way with the sword and really get it in there, if we pull it to where its dagger probably ends, which is right there, does it automatically come out of them? It does. What a great weapon. It's so cool looking. Bloink. The downside, though, when it's imbued, you can't really tell. I mean, you could feel it, and then you could see the after effects of it, but, you know, it should have its effects on there, which is a little sad. Also, it doesn't paint any juice on it when you use it, if you know what I mean. No, officer, it wasn't me. There's no blood on the weapon. Our final entry is, of course, the Yamato by Jenix.
This is the 7th week in a row you've shown
the Yamato. The Yamato is one of the perfect swords. It has amazing animations in its tassel, a fantastic looking scabbard, an awesome sword with handle, and it uses the sheath framework almost flawlessly. And And look at this blade. The most beautiful thing in the world. It has a reflection mapping in it as well. And this is one of the most sharp blades that you'll use in Blade and Sorcery. There's also special abilities to do with it, like this little beam saber, so while holding the trigger and swinging, fire a beam! I can really get in there. Beam! Beam! I can look at this man and do some Judgment's End cut. Judgment's End. Let's say there's a bunch of clowns. I could hold down the trigger, grip, and use button and pull my blade out quickly. And you see all those lines over there? That means all these men's lives are forfeit. While holding the sheath, you could also press the use button to kind of dash, and you can even dash through solid objects if you get stuck. Whoo, solid object, yeah. You'd also look at this man and press the trigger button to fire a little, dagger blast. Boop. You could also hold it down to fire a lot of them. Jenix also added imbue effects on these weapons, and that will affect the actual anime slice like this. Whoo, look, it did a fire one. Yeah, look at him get obliterated. Then here's the lightning version. And my personal favorite is when you use gravity, it will slam them away. Whoa! It's just so cool. I will slam you away. You cannot defeat me. Oh, man. I really love fighting with this one. One of my favorite things to do is do a quick unsheath. Boom! Right into like his face, like right there. Makes me feel all cool inside. But one of its final abilities is called Anime Slice. The way Anime Slice works is you hold down the use button and you swing right through them. Whoa! Now it looks like I missed, right? Well, look again. Anime Slice. The Yamato is absolutely my favorite weapon. It's the perfect blend of overpowerness and a fantastic thing built into a single sword. And last but not least, you could store it in your inventory. Nom nom nom. See? I ate it. So if I ever need it, it's right in here. Yoink. Yamato. Well, my friends, that is it for this week's Mod Showcase Monday. I hope you had a ton of fun, and more importantly, I hope you download these mods because they are amazing. All linked in the description down below. And while you are there, why not subscribe? It's free. Seriously, just click the little button and help me out. I want to get to 100,000 subscribers and have the true power of YouTube. But other than that, thank you so much for stopping by. I am Rob from Downloadable Content, and other than that, I will see you in the next video.